Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here. You know, I make it no secret that my advocacy, the things that I talk about, the things that are important to me, has to do in representation of God. And God meaning the best that the human mind can ever imagine for everyone, for all things. And so when I'm listening to all of the things that I know so well because I grew up in it, and I see all the things that's going on because I've experienced it as well. But the most important thing is to be recipient of something that is is like a jewel to everyone, and that is truth. You've heard it said that there's right and there's wrong. You've heard it said that there's heaven and there's hell. You've heard it said that there's basically opposite to everything, that there is no in between. What I see, ladies and gentlemen, is this: we are not in heaven. We, as human beings on this earth, are in hell. Every last one of us on this earth is in hell. All of the rules and regulations that govern this earth are anti God. It is anti righteousness. It is anti heavenliness. All of the rules and all of the regulations. And yes, we do have many. And people have established systems, various systems, institutions. Everything exists based upon these thoughts, based upon these ideas of humankind absent the Spirit's guidance. And the truth of the matter is, all that we have about us, it fits right in. It is nothing but a con game for us who think that we got it going on. We go to church for those who believe in spirituality, or say you do. We go to the programs. We tell the truth. We work hard, pay our bills, and we do those things that have been considered as honorable. And yet we understand that there are those out there who will lie, who will cheat and steal, all those kinds of things. We got the prisons overflowing with them. We got all kinds of things happening within our society. Yes, we do. But why? We have these things happening because these are all encompassing in hell. Hell goes from one extreme to the other extreme, one extreme to the other extreme. Some places you got people dying, you got people being murdered, you got people being raped, you got people being enslaved, taken from their families, split up. You got all of these kinds of things happening in this society. And then there are other parts and places that you go to, there is no sign of anything. It seems like everything is manicured. Everything is just look plush. Everything is just fine and going on well. And you might say that this is what God is blessing, and over here where all the hellish stuff is going on is where hell is taking place. The truth of the matter is all of this is happening in hell. These things are permitted to happen in hell because it is the things that keeps you pacified. It is the people, when I say you, us. It keeps us pacified. It keeps us drenched off of, well, we don't even know what the path of life truly is because we have no one to share with us. And definitely you're not getting from out here as evidence about all the things that's going on in the world that I've just got to referring to. So here we are in hell, but you don't know that, do you? You keep saying that you're going to die and go to someplace else. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. What do you mean by dying and go to someplace else? They talk about Hiroshima. You talk about nukes. You're talking about Agent Orange. You're talking about all kinds of stuff that people have experienced, burned, killed, murdered, whatever you want to call it, destroyed for what? For power or something. Some more idea happening in the world. You say you're going to die and go to hell. Somebody say, well, the difference between this is there they burn up. In hell, they just be going all the time. That doesn't make any sense. You go through that in 1 minute. That's forever. You think it's not, don't ever experience it. Pray that you don't. But see, ladies and gentlemen, here is what my message to you is that we are in hell. But there is another way. And that is, I call it the straight and narrow. What it really means is this. It means that, like in the world, you got, let me just use the United States for example. You got politicians, you got Republicans and Democrats, you got conservatives and liberals, you got all of these different little entities split up into little slices, and they're supposed to represent the people, and all the reason that they're split up is because they can't see the connectivity that they have with one another. And so they're being used to manipulate whoever's running these little slices for the benefit of themselves, and utilizing people's interest in trying to make things better for themselves but not knowing how, and trusting others who don't give a damn. But the way is when you're being led by the Spirit of the living God, the Spirit that guides the pure in heart. If your heart is pure, the Spirit of God is leading you. If your heart is pure, the Spirit of God is leading you. Whether you are going over here to take care of these responsibilities that you come into the world to provide, or over here, or over here, or over here, the Spirit of the living God is leading you every step of the way. And you shine. You reflect peace. You reflect prosperity and freedom and joy and happiness. You reflect your dreams being real. You reflect these things, you suffer for nothing, because everything is at your hands and your disposal while you're connected to the truth. Now, is that happening anywhere? So, here's the big key, ladies and gentlemen. We are all here in this hell. And we are here because we belong here. Nobody's here being punished. Or should I say we're all being punished. But it is not about punishment, it is about learning. We are all here. And we all got everything we need. We do. Each of us got everything we need, and we even got more than that if we could connect it collectively. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. In the middle of all of hell, what makes a one pure in heart? I don't know. For me, all I know is I've always, maybe the story I heard, maybe the people that raised me, I don't know what it was, but it came in such a way that when people smile, that's great. When people cry, oh, that hurts. When people are happy, right on, right on. And when people are sad, my friend, who wants to go through that? And for some strange reason, that hurts me. So I'm happy when you're happy, and I'm sad when you're sad. I think about me, what makes me happy, so I can think, well, these might be the same things that make you happy. What makes me sad, the same thing probably make you sad. So I make sure that these things that I don't want to happen to me don't happen to you, as far as my participation goes. But then we start thinking about all of this hell that we're still in. It ain't going nowhere just because we waking up. But while you're waking up, you're learning, you're seeing what the truth is. The truth is revealing itself to you. It's giving you the solution to the problems at hand. So you can start reflecting it in the middle of this dark circle. So all of a sudden, right now, you stop going along with the group. You stop going along with the policy. You stop going along with the political persuasion. You stop going along with anything that is not led by the Spirit that says this is causing the pain over here. This is causing the pain. This doesn't work over here. Look at the pain and look how how it disproportionately affects others. And see, when that Spirit of the living God says, oh, you got to repel that. So what you start doing is repelling. All of a sudden, it ain't nobody but you start shining like the light. And if you are evil, they want you. They put the camera on you and do everything they possibly can to reveal you, to expose you more and more and more, and show how more like this evilness that is presented before you that you really are. And so you stop challenging it. But come out there and be beautiful. Do the wonderful thing. You think they're going to put the camera on you and tell you that the world see how special and fantastic a different way of life can be? No, but you're still right there. Where your power comes is when you don't change. You don't fit in. You don't fit in, so you're standing for truth. And all of a sudden, just like any seed that's planted and given the right nourishment, it begins to grow. And people will begin to see the love of God that's being reflected in the things that you're doing for their own benefit. Get a chance to expose all that ugliness, that hellishness that they've been endured too, because it is hell. And you can't sit up and start blaming nobody, ladies and gentlemen. You sit up and start blaming Trump, and you start blaming Republicans and Democrats. All of that is a part of confusion. We are all screwed. We might be over here, over there, but we all screwed. We all being given the opportunity to learn. To learn is to say, hey, this is hell. And baby, I know something much better. And this is what I'm going to give my life to. I'll tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, it depends upon what God is using you for. That means you might be able to shine out here doing God's work, and people are learning and growing, and God is being glorified. Or it might not. They might say, hey, you got to go. And understand this, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be getting mad. Don't get mad. I know our education sometimes keeps us in bondage. We have to wake up. To live for the opposite means that you don't go along with the opposite. Every step you make with the opposite, you empowers it, and you defeat yourself. Now, if you stand for what is right, every step you take out the wrong way defeats what you're trying to do. So stand firm. Stand firm because it's true. And so are you. Is the evidence. All of a sudden, what you represent means something. There's no shame in the game. Why? Because it causes no pain, no suffering in the womb. And yet it works for truth. So what happens? They want to kill you. Now, because you don't understand, the public has not been taught about death. They make sure you get the ugly things about death, so you won't be wanting to die. They get upset when you start talking about committing suicide. Oh, they go crazy. This joke, committing suicide, we got to stop that. But they want to kill you anytime they get ready and keep that threat of killing you over you to keep you in control. Ain't that something? But that's the way that happens in hell. So what I'm basically saying, because I'm talking a long time, and I'm going to cut it short right now by saying this. You in hell because we belong in hell. We don't have the wisdom of God to guide us out of this mess. And so whatever we might think about ourselves, the bottom line, we are in hell. Don't get upset, because you still got the power to change this thing at any time you decide. But we understand that all we are is what we've been made to be in this world. And to change, we got to be born again. Our whole mind, our whole concept have got to change. And for me, that's being honest with yourself. That's what you call pure heart. You say, hey, this ain't right. And so you want right. When you want right, all of a sudden right starts showing up. I mean, at least the understanding of what right is. And then you start making your moves. So the next thing you know, you become an instrument that thy will be done right here in this hell where you at. Right here in this hell where you at. I don't care what level you are on the totem pole. But all of a sudden, this is brand new. And this hell, right here where you at, becomes the opportunity for that seed is planted, that men might see. I will be done on earth as it is in heaven, because you ain't standing for no pain and suffering. You ain't standing for no evil. Let's put it that way. You're not standing for evil. What that means, you're not fighting anger, because you understand This is what people have been taught to be true. You understand that Trump, Republicans, Democrats, whites, blacks, young and old, we don't know any better. We are what we are. We might as well start trying to blame each other because we all losers. But when you begin and that transition takes place, then you are being really born again. Why? Because you don't belong in hell. And you will know you don't belong in hell because hell is going to get rid of you. And you're not afraid. You're waiting on it. In fact, you're excited about it. You're excited about it because you know this is the wrong place for you. And if, in order for you to be here, this place has got to change. And that means you just giving God all kind of glory. Well, I don't know if I said that much, but tonight it was kind of an opportunity for me to just say that I'm still thinking about all of us. And I want you to know that we have the power to be free. It is not a group thing. It does not make America great. Oh, America is free and America, oh, no, 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 no. It's a you thing. It's a you thing. You can control nothing else outside of yourselves. That's where you have been given the power to love God or not. Bye-bye.